We are activating your unique self-discovery one show at a time. The Orchard of Wisdom Self-Discovery podcast are at your fingertips, just waiting to inspire and invite you in discovering just how awesome you really are and how to navigate through life in joy, enrichment, personal abundance, in mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. All the people we bring you are here to serve you on your journey of life. Do enjoy our next show. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Sarah Troy here from selfdiscoverymedia.com and the Orchard of Wisdom.org. What are the possibilities for 2023? Here we are at the start of a new year. So what kind of year is it going to be, I wonder? What kind of unrest or disruption are we going to have to face? And yet another year of discord. Haglass, disruption, the Celtic ruin is still upon us. But instead of looking at it as a bad disruption, let us see it as a reconstruction of society that needs to change the way it looks at life, all life on Earth, and the way that we treat each other and this planet. Yes, we may be going for another global depression. So much of this is the old paradigm, doing things the old way without remembering the negatives about their decision and not entertaining there could be a better way of doing things. Does that mean that we have to blindly follow? No. It means that each and every one of us need to look at life, our own lives, from a different perspective and make the changes needed in order to thrive and grow as individuals and as a human race. We are the change we seek. So when we decide to come together as a collective and pool together our experiences, our ideas, and be open to all ideas, we then have a better picture in what the solution could be. And then we have to apply them and agree how to apply them. Do not blindly leave your life up to someone else. Listen, read, converse, learn, open up to your inner intellect so you can make choices needed to progress in your own life in a positive manner and therefore in the lives around you. No matter what we are handed in 2023, let us face the challenge with openness, with grace, with whole intellect and on collaborations as a collective. For it is only in this action that we see the changes for the better. None of us want to see the same old, same old. So let us participate interactively, gracefully, and with open-mindedness and heartfelt to what we can empower ourselves to do. You know, empower ourselves to do. We have that empowerment within us. You've heard me say it on every single show. We are the answer that we seek. And that answer lies in our action, not in our inaction, not in our blame and not in handing it over to someone else, but in our actions. So how do we do the right action? Well, interactively. But as we come together as a collective in the same frequency and vibration, we first got to come together within ourselves, with our own collective selves. And that means that we've got to be willing to ask ourselves the right questions, ask ourselves what we can do about changing and pivoting to a new direction in our own lives, one that serves us in a way of self-love, kindness, caring, and stepping up into that higher frequency of vibration where we're in a higher consciousness of love, of productivity, of creativity. We love to place blame at everybody else's foot, but we've also got to understand we're the participants. We've either been inactive or overactive. We've either ignored or paid too much attention. It's about being just right. We have to get back to asking the tough questions and be willing to hear different perspectives, different answers. How can we know what the truth is and what is fake news if we're not asking the right questions and if we're not demanding the answers that come from a depth and not just a shallow headliner? We don't want to be sold a bill of goods anymore. We're not interested in that. We are interested in authenticity. We're interested in core truth. We're interested in what you're going to do about it and who do you really represent. Because if people are still representing those 1%ers, the elite, we're going to carry on the same old, and go down further the rabbit hole. But if we represent the whole, all of life, as an even field, no, I'm not talking communism, I'm talking an even opportunity, even possibilities, where it's up to each and every one of us to step up and be a part of that equation, part of that collective, part of the answer and the solution, because we're willing to ask the questions, we're willing to participate in our own lives, and we're willing to be a part of that village where we're only as strong as each other's participation. So I ask you for 2023, yeah, we're still going to go through tough times, but I'm asking what you're going to do about it. What are you going to do about it in your own life? Yes, you're going to have to change your lifestyle. You're not going to be able to afford to do what you love to do. And that means sometimes it's just letting some stuff go and just doing it now and again and appreciating when you do it. Maybe you have to downsize. Maybe your business is going to go smaller because people can't afford your services when they're struggling to afford their life. There's so many things that are going to happen, and this is not the end of it all. This is just an invite to do things differently, to be more creative, to come together more collaboratively, and to be the solution that we all seek in our own lives and the lives of others. So here on Self-Discovery Media, I'm going to continue to bring you more and more people with insight, with solutions, with ideas, with creatives that are going to help you on your journey of life. And if you are one of those person with one of those insights, with that different point of view, with a solution for us to apply to our lives, then please contact me, info@selfdiscoverymedia.com. info@selfdiscoverymedia.com. And let's set up an appointment for you to do these shows. We are all capable of going through hard times. We think that we've had hard times with the COVID. No, we're going through a recession. And that recession isn't just to do with COVID. It goes right back to the 80s. Listen to my David Stockwell interview here this week, and you will understand how this recession came about in North America. So we have to change systems, and we have to change our practices, and we have to change the systems within our own lives. Don't look at it as, oh God, I've got to change things, how I'm going to make this happen. It's too daunting. Look at it as an excitement, as to reset what you want to see happen, how you want to empower, how you want to enrich, how you want to invite that abundance, and delete anything that's holding you back. So it's a good year for house cleaning. It's a good year for you really looking at what is important. It's a good year for honing in, regrouping, resetting, redriving in a different direction, or even in how you drive in the direction that you love driving in, but just looking at as something, as a challenge, as something that you can rise up to, something that could be quite exciting. It all depends on how you look at it. So yes, we're going to be facing another tough year, but we're up to the task. We're going to do it collectively. We're going to be there in support of one another. We're going to learn from one another. We're going to not just learn and listen, but apply and become, because that is the invitation for us to rise up in our consciousness, in our heart chakras, in our love, in our abilities, and in service of each other, because that's what 2023 and all life and all years are all about. So come and join me with all the wonderful shows I'm going to be having for you, and all the shows that I've had for you in the past. There's 3,000 of them there. selfdiscoverymedia.com. Go to podcast. You see all the different genre layouts, and there's shows under each one of those banners. And all the new shows are under What's New. Those are literally the linear shows. You can all go back all 3,000 shows that way. It's always from the newest to the oldest. And if you wish to be interviewed, you contact me. If you know you have somebody that you want to be interviewed, look at all the genres. You can see all the types of people that I interview. But let us come together this year and say, I don't care what you throw at me. I'm going to stand tall. I'm going to stand strong, and I'm going to go arm in arm with others. And we are going to leave this 2023 thriving because of what we did and participated throughout the year. So happy New Year again, folks. We've got this. Let's make it awesome. Let's make it flawsome. Let's step into our frivolness and make 2023 something that is going to catalyst us into a propulsion of wonderment and joy and positivity for years to come. Bye for now, folks. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Find all of our shows on selfdiscoverymedia.com under podcasts or selfdiscoverymedia/shows. And for all our current shows, go to What's New. We are supported by you, the audience. You'll see a nice big shiny blue button for one-time donations or follow us on Patreon and you will be able to support us there. We enjoy bringing you such wisdom and the next show will be up in just a moment.